Hey friends, welcome back to Bobbing Along. This is Deep Dive. Today we are in beautiful Bimini in the Bahamas. And today I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about Virgin Voyages private beach resort here in the Caribbean, the Beach Club at Bimini. So this is not your traditional private island or private resort. This is a full-fledged resort that you are able to visit when you come to Bimini for other reasons. But when Virgin Voyages ships are here in port, they do have exclusive use of the beach club. It is basically an extension of the ship. So you will see that your armband, your C band card will work for drink purchases. All your food is included, just like it is on board. And your Wi Fi actually works out there as well. So it's a beautiful extension to the ship, and it does appear on almost all short Caribbean itineraries from Miami. So it's a great sort of end of voyage option to say, see you next time to Virgin. Now, you'll hear differing tips here for what you should do in Bimini. And so I think there are really two options, and I want to talk about both of them. Option A for me is getting up early and being the first person off of your ship. What you're going to do is exit here, and there is a shuttle behind me. You'll see it pulls up kind of over here, and that shuttle will run two destinations on the island. There's one called Fisherman's Village, which is sort of a place where you can rent golf carts, and that's where your excursions are if you're going to meet up with an excursion. And then stop two is going to be the beach club. So if you get up early and you're the first person off the ship, first couple of people off, getting to the beach club early is really, really key. Option two for the beach club is what I'm doing today. It is currently about 1:30. I had a nice leisurely morning on board, had breakfast and lunch, did some filming, and now I am headed over to the beach club. The reason I do that sometimes is the massive crowds that spend the middle of the day are currently there and they are about to start leaving. So just like in the morning, you'll have the beach club mostly to yourself. When you go in the afternoon, you will also have it mostly to yourself. Usually have a little bit of a late stay here. Today, our all aboard time is 6:30 p.m., so I still have plenty of time to enjoy the beach. So the afternoon is a great option too if you are a late sleeper like me. My last tip I'll give you before we head over to the beach club to take the shuttle there is to bring sunscreen. Please. I have been burned here so many times. This is probably my eighth or ninth time here at Bimini. And the sun here is legendary and it will get you whether you are prepared for it or not. Now, as a Central Floridian, I think I come baked in with a little bit of a base tan already. So I have been fooled by the Bimini sun here before, but it is very, very serious. Please bring sunscreen and reapply frequently, or you will be peeling for weeks. Now, as I said, when you exit the ship here in this port, you're going to walk down to the end of this dock, and there is a little vestibule here where you're going to wait for the shuttle. It's a long shuttle, so there are several cars to it. I'll get a picture of it and pop it in here. If you are a rock star, though, you get to go straight over here to these golf carts, and they'll whisk you away directly to the beach club. Also, it's tradition. This is the best selfie spot on any voyage. This is a great place to take a photo and look over the beautiful aft of the ship that you are on. Again, here's where the line is where you wait for the shuttle. The shuttle will take you across this very long pier back to the island itself. And then the beach club is off in the distance over here to the left, just past that rocky outcropping. What you see in the middle is the Hilton Resorts World Resort here in Bimini. So there are vacation rentals, there is a Hilton hotel, casino, shops, all kinds of things to do. But we're skipping all that and we'll just go into the beach club. While I wait for the shuttle, I do think it's important to mention here that this is one of those ports that I would consider you not needing to do an excursion. In my opinion, the beach club is all you need here. There are a couple of really popular ones. There's a snorkeling excursion, where you snorkel with sharks, and there's a shipwreck kind of on the southern tip of the island. But that's pretty much it. You will hear some advice online here and there to rent a golf cart and go explore the island. I have done that, and I actually don't recommend it. It is a very small island, and it is really there's not a whole lot to see. And the guys that have the golf cart rentals will charge you cash, and they will haggle with you, and you will end up spending about $100 to ride around for about 30 minutes. There are a couple of restaurants if you wanted to eat something outside of the beach club, but again, in my opinion, the beach club is all you need. And the shuttle is here. So again, you'll see it is kind of a multi-car tram situation. It does run pretty consistently throughout the day. So whether you're doing that morning option or the evening option, you'll still be able to get that transportation back and forth from the ship to the beach club. Now I'm going to take you for the ride to the beach club so you can see all of what Bimini has to offer. First place we're going to see is this beach here. It is a public beach, but it is really set aside for the crew. So we like to leave them their space. You can go here, but I highly recommend you just proceed straight to the beach club. Now, as we enter the resort grounds itself, the first place we're going to stop is Fisherman's Village. Again, this is where you're going to pick up any golf carts that you wanted to rent or your shore excursions. This will always be sort of your first stop on your journey, and then we continue down the road towards the beach club. That big building up here on the right is going to be the actual Hilton Hotel. It's part of the Resorts World Complex. It is a pretty nice hotel, actually, so highly recommend it if you're coming to Bimini for other reasons. On this end of the Hilton, you will find the casino, and you'll find sometimes that the tram will actually stop here on the way back to the ship to pick up anybody that might be at the casino. These are vacation rentals or Airbnbs and Airbnbs where you can rent these out for an extended period of time. Great option. And again, you can access the beach club when the ship is not in port if you're staying in one of these. One final little turn and we will be right at the beach club. So we have arrived at the beach club. Tram drops off, picks up anybody waiting here. Then you can head in. As you enter, this is a great spot to ride out any rainstorms or anything else going on. And I also love this bar. It typically does have the shortest line of any bar in the beach club itself. I also love stopping here for a quick photo. This is a really great view of everything going on at the beach club right here at the top of these stairs. Stepping into the pool area, you'll see that there are two separate pools. One is a little bit more party oriented and one is a lot more chill. Now, when I filmed this video, it's about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. So this is the peak of what they call Float On. It is a dance performance put on by the Happenings cast with all these floats. So this is probably the peak of how crazy it does get. Of course, there's food here, and just because it's Virgin, it is all included in your cruise fare. Some really great options here. I will pause on the video and throw in a couple arrows on things you should get. Do not miss that honey jerk chicken thigh or the rum cake. It is so good. Over here on the far end of the beach club, you will find one bar and food option, but you'll also find these other little unique places. We've got this really cute trailer here, which is a great selfie spot for you. Just on the other side, you'll find the Hideaway. This is a cabana. It is very expensive, but it can host up to 12 people, has air conditioning, lots of options there. You'll find bathrooms and showers, and this is really the end of the beach club and where the beach transitions back into public areas. Bars and water stations are all over the beach club, so I highly recommend taking advantage of that as well.
When you step down into the beach section, you'll see that the chairs there are about 4 or 5 rows deep, and then you'll get up into the cabanas as you step away from the water. Love taking a photo here. Shout out to my friend Dixie Crystals. As we come over here to the other end of the beach club, you'll find the Rockstar Retreat. This is where your Rockstar sailors will be if you have Bimini in your itinerary. There's nothing really exclusive about that area other than its location. The menu and everything is the same. One final quick note here about the weather in Bimini. It can change very, very quickly. So it can go from this to this at the drop of a hat. I do highly recommend, however, sticking it out, finding shelter through rainstorms. They're usually pretty quick. And if you do, you'll find yourself, like I did, as king of the tram on the way back to the beach club. Everybody had ran away by that point. As always, please scan the QR code to get all of my social media and all of my links. You can call or text me at 407-212-7779 or visit my website for more information. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.